Welcome to this regional coverage between the Grays Lake North Knights and the Mundelein Mustangs. Game time will begin around 5:30. If you are just joining this live stream, this is regional coverage by GHS Sports Network.
Should I pull it up on my phone to see if it's working?
I'm posting it on my Twitter.
Yeah, Justin, do it.
Should I actually?
Yeah, that would be
What's it on? It's the channel.
Just look up GNHS TV on YouTube.
Dang, there's only
GHS
48
TV,
minutes
you said?
left.
Yeah, there's a charger in there. It'll be fine.
The refs. These are the two refs. I don't know, dang, is this live?
Yep.
Can they hear us?
Yeah, it can hear us.
Is it on right now?
Wait, when did you start? Like, did you just start it?
Yeah, it just started. I'm posting it on my Twitter.
Get Mr. Is that Cam's in?
Yeah, that's Cam's.
Yeah, that's Mr.
Can you see, like, exactly what you're listening to? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this just zoomed out all the way in. You got, is that Coach Bone? I think it's Coach Bone. Look at that save. Oh, captains. Who's 13? Is that Ethan? Yeah.
Ethan and
Ethan
Adam, I think.
That's Zach Carter.
Yeah.
It's not Adam. Come on. Zach Carter's the captain. Why are there 4 captains? That's a little odd.
You guys think Brandon will play?
It depends on how much they go up there. I don't know if his moves will work on the varsity level.
Yeah. I've been wanting to see that. That's what I want to know.
Honestly, I don't think they're gonna be as effective as they are on JV and
It's
freshman.
not going to work at all. This fake stuff, that's not going to work at varsity. I mean, it might maybe, like, one on defense.
Yeah, if you put him against like a decent team, I don't think it's gonna work. On the line, that's what it was.
Is there anything you want me to help you with? So I can chill over here. Yes? No? Anything?
Tweet it.
Is there anything? Yeah, I can.
Do you think any Mundelein kids are gonna be watching it?
Maybe. I mean, if they subscribe to our channel.
Nah, I'm gonna.
Should I post it on?
You can. It's on my
Post the link
Twitter.
on my Snapchat.
It's on my Twitter.
Check out the North game.
Welsick. Welsick is 6.
I think Welsick's jersey's really big on him.
Yeah, because it's Ben Taylor.
Where is
Taylor.
Ben?
In case, remember, if Welsick scores, it's not Ben Taylor. Because that's
Yeah,
Ben Taylor.
Wait, what happened to Ben Taylor?
I don't know. He might have got injured or something.
Big dog.
Come on, down. Who's 19?
He's too small.
No, he keeps overthrown.
Like, you don't do that?
Okay, but I'm not on varsity. Yeah, Peyton was like, what is Justin doing?
This is audition to get in the box.
He's not getting it, bro.
We'll be right back.
So what class did you take to be able to do all this?
Well, last year I started doing this. There really wasn't a class for it. I just did it. This year there's an actual class for broadcast journalism.
Doing that?
Why do they have so many random people?
Well, I've been doing that before I've been doing that before that class even existed. It's not even 23.
23?
That's Armani probably. Yeah. He's
Yeah.
on the roster.
Practicing the last notes.
Zach, you gotta go at home or not?
Oh, nah, it's a hockey net. It's like, but I mean, I live right by Jerry and Matt. I live right by Jerry and Matt Sheehan.
Yeah, so I got something wrong.
Hello, Mr. Schreiber.
By yourself?
I don't know.
What are you doing?
Hey, Josh, what are you saying?
The mic.
I don't know about Bree.
I saw something. Calvin's like, let me go.
They all want to come up here. Oh, yeah, he's so. Half of these kids are so. Oh, that's embarrassing. Oh no, Dane. Oh, Dane. Oh no.
Ah, there we go.
Oh,
There it is.
geez.
Zach, you're gonna be an ESPN announcer when you're older?
Hopefully.
Is that your goal?
That's my goal.
It's his dream.
Yeah?
Radio Cup is brought to you by GHS TV.
You guys know they're good players? They're like super good players.
Whoa.
See ya.
Where you going, Mike? You just use this.
Wait, are you announcing the next game?
No,
Who is?
Libertyville?
no one.
No one?
Oh, I thought he meant the next North.
No,
No,
the game
next
that
North
got-
game I'll do.
Yeah,
Libertyville versus Chicago.
Next North game I'll do.
Play the winner. Well, I'm just gonna say we play the winner because I don't think we're gonna lose to one.
I don't
I
think.
mean, I don't want to say.
It's like,
I'm not gonna listen.
here, Dane, do you want to hold the camera
and then just loosen it to make it go up and down. For a bit. Here, I got it right here. Do that. Better. There you go.
Jeez.
It's live right now.
Young engineers.
It lost the. Oh my god. Yeah.
What is it? Is it the schedule? Huh? What? What about my
Justin, I got a job for you. You gotta help me with like who scored and stuff. Yeah, you can, but if I don't see it, I'll let you know if I don't see it.
help the guy out?
Aiden said open your stuff.
Open it. I gotta get the V. Oh no, Lucas is dancing. Lucas was dancing pointing at baby. Oh no. Dang. Oh god.
No.
No, no.
No. Close the door. Go close the door. No. Alright, let's keep going. Welcome back to this special episode of GNHS Sports Network. The IHSA playoffs are soon to be underway for the GNHS Sports Lacrosse team, as they are 12-7 on the year, going up against the opposite record 7-12 Mundelein Mustangs. As in previous April, Grays Lake North did play Mundelein and beat them 14-3 on the road at Mundelein. Could it be the same? Could it be the possible same ending? We'll find out in approximately 10 minutes.
Find out in 10 minutes. The ending, we're gonna find out in like an hour. Nice job, big guy.
freshmen coming in.
No, only 2 good freshmen coming.
He's not coming up here. He's not gonna-
Who's watching right now? Probably me.
He's got 2 likes.
Who liked it?
Like nothing. His newest one. Song's too long in my opinion. Like the 4 times 7.
What?
I feel like the song's a little too long.
It's like 5 minutes.
I don't know. It gets repetitive.
Where's Gatesburg? I think he's
That's a
playing.
good question. No.
I think he's playing.
Is he?
Yeah.
Who?
Aiden.
Caden's playing.
Aiden's not in there.
No, that's definitely Ken.
Aiden's
I don't see another goalie.
Aiden's up top by Coach Brown.
I don't see another goalie. Oh, there.
Oh,
There he is.
yeah,
Yeah, there he
yeah.
is. There he is. Here's your
Oh
man.
my god, they better not try and come up here.
If they do, then I'll just.
No, no, no.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming on out. Great Lake North IHSA
Hello.
section semifinal quarterfinal season. The number 2 seed
Hello.
against Motherland
That tastes
Mustang.
I don't know what that means.
What is it?
Good people make good sports. Sport the winning attitude today. Welcome to today's IHSA lacrosse tournament game. Interscholastic athletics are an extension of the educational process, and the field is the coach's classroom. Be smart, do what's right. Good sportsmanship is what everyone. Go ahead.
Cut the music off while you're reading that for Brad. And me.
I'm good with that. Although then start listening to this like exciting announcement.
Put on a fit in your.
It's about my dad.
Mr. Max?
My dad watches all my streams.
I am very much so. I'll prefer the 60s and 70s stuff.
Oh, Peyton's watching.
Nearly 10,000 young people in Illinois High School Association member schools annually earn the IHSA Scholastic Achievement Award presented by Country Financial. This unique program helps accentuate the interscholastic experience by highlighting the academic success of individual players and teams. Contact the IHSA office to find out more about how an individual high school athlete or team can be recognized by Country Financial for their academic achievements. The IHSA is proud to partner with U.S. Lacrosse on official education in the sport. No one supports the growth of the game more or has a more comprehensive officials training program than U.S. Lacrosse. See more at uslacrosse.com or become an official at ihsa.org/officials.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Just leave it like right there.
www.ihsa.org is the address for the IHSA website online. Check it out anytime you want to find out immediately what's happening with IHSA school activities throughout Illinois. You can also follow the IHSA on Facebook and Twitter.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a special episode of the GNHS Sports Radio Network. I'm Dane Massey, and it is an IHSA playoff game between the Mundelein Mustangs and the Grays Lake North Knights. Grays Lake North are 12-7 on the year. Mundelein is 7-12 on the year. Grays Lake North is also undefeated in their conference with wins against Lakes, Grant, Grays Lake Central, and Antioch. National anthem coming up soon. I got Mundelein roster. I'm good.
Quarterfinal matchup.
I got Mundelein and North right here. That's Mundelein's roster.
I was pleased by the state of North and the
Your face towards the Oh, there's no flag. Never mind. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. North's roster. That's why I have it right in front of me.
Oh, you do?
It's right there.
Number 6 is Wilson.
Yes.
If he plays.
Yes.
If he does.
Yes. Hello, everyone, and welcome again to this very special coverage of an IHSA playoff game, a regional game between the Grays Lake North Knights and the Mundelein Mustangs here in Grays Lake North High School. Also, following this game we will not be covering, but after this game will be the who's playing? Libertyville and who? Carmel. Thank you. After this game will be at 7 o'clock. Will be Carmel facing off against Libertyville. We will not be doing coverage of that game. But anyway, back to this game. Grays Lake North have had some really impressive starting seasons, and have had a very, very, very rough last stretch of the season, winning just one of their last 5, hoping to get a win here to advance in the IHSA regional playoffs. Campbell hurled a very, very, very strong goaltender for the Knights as we get set for this very special matchup between Mundelein and Grays Lake North. As Kyle Bosshart win the opening faceoff on a fast break. Tyler Moye with a shot and a goal to start off the game, and North will go up 1-0 early in the first. Tyler Wadham, very good fast break there by Bosshart. Bosshart being a very effective part of North's offense, a very good faceoff guy for them. Tyle also a very effective member of the attack, along with Nick Fish. A very surprising, and and looks like Bosshart will win another face-off. It'll be passed over to Latamoye. Latamoye going to take his time behind GLE. And in will come Michael Trabolsi. And he will have to lose it up. Defender on him, and he'll regain his ground and pick it up and pass it over to Dominic Solano. Now over to Rodriguez, and it's going to be blocked by Mundelein, and it'll be scooped up. Be cleared over to Eli Dogs. It'll be now Mundelein coming up the wing. We try to be centered pass to Fordham, and now Mundelein with 4-on-3. As Dogs going to try to move the ball here. And Dogs is going to get in, and it will be saved by Hurlt. And it'll be picked up by Peyton Taylor. Be thrown over to Rodriguez, and Rodriguez is on a fast break. And it's Trabolsi now. Going over to Ethan Patton, who gets the goal, the second goal of the day for North early in the first quarter.
That was scored by Ethan, but Dom. Thank you. Nice goal scored by number 13, Ethan Patton, with the assist provided by number 11, Dom Solano.
As Kyle Bosshart looking to win another face-off. It'll be tripped up a little bit. Gonna scramble for the ground ball. It'll be end up going up in the air. It'll end up being scooped up by Mundelein, who's gonna be going the other way. Kyle Bosshart playing defense on him now. It'll be ball down. It'll be scooped up by the Knights. Picked up by Matthew Sheehan, who's going to be going the other way on a 4-on-4. It'll be passed over to Nick Fish. Tyler Latamoye on the cut. As Trabolsi will now settle it. Pass it over to Rodriguez. As Brown will come in now. We'll be back over to Rodriguez. We'll be back over to Brown. And now it'll be passed over to Patton. And then back up to Rodriguez. And back over to Brown. Now on to Nick Fish. We pass over to Taya with a BTB shot. And that will go out of bounds, but it'll remain Knights ball. Nick Fish from behind X. A very effective move. Pass over to Latamoye with another shot and a goal. His second of the day. Latamoye, a very effective attackman with Nick Fish, a very prizing sophomore, an All-American player. Nick Fish is also a starting quarterback for the JV football team. And he'll be a varsity starter this year. As Bosshart will look to win another face-off for North. It'll be kicked out, and it'll be Matthew Stout with the ground ball. As he will try to turn a right, find an open man, and he will lose the ball. It'll go out of bounds, and it will end up going to Mundelein as the Mustangs look to come. As Mundelein looks to come back and push it the other way and try to get on the board here. As Olenek will be trying to carry it up the wing, and he will get past North. Olenek trying to carry it up the wing, and a bad pass by Olenek, and it'll be end up going Knights ball. As Taylor will pick it up. Now here's Trabolsi using his speed down the wing. And it'll be passed over to Rodriguez. As Rodriguez will try to settle it. It'll be handed over to Fish, and looks like he missed that pass. And it'll be Mundelein going the other way with Dogs going back the other way. Dogs is guarded by Adam George, one of the strong seniors for Grays Lake North. Be thrown out. And Rodriguez will try to defend him, and it'll be pushed back out. Be thrown over to Willis. And Winkleman will have... Looks like we had a little technical timeout here, and we'll resume play. As Mundelein will try to push the ball here. And it looks like it will be Mundelein who gets a shot and a save by Hurlt. And Mundelein trying to look to rebound the ball here. Is it a scramble for a ground ball? As Matthew Stout will pick it up. And will give it out to Hurlt. It'll be overthrown, and Taylor will pick it up. And it'll be Travolsi now. Travolsi going back the other way. It'll be getting over to Solano. Solano on a fast break the other way. Getting over to Nick Fish. It pass intended. It'll go out of bounds. And it'll go back the other way. As Mundelein now looking to push back the other way. As Heelan will now get it over to Cornier. As Cornier looks to slow it down. Be thrown over to Lemke. Mundelein seems to be taking their time here with the ball. Adam George behind it, X. Be thrown over to Crease, and he'll score. Nick Kint on the goal, and Mundelein goal. As Mundelein is now on the board. And the score will now be 3-1 as the Knights are up. As North will now try to win another face. Now North will try to win another face-off with Kyle Bossart. Kyle Bossart with another win, as he will take it the other way. As he gets in, and will hand it over to Nick Fish. Over to Solano. Now look over to Trabolsi. It'll be back over to Travolsi. And back to Solano. Now Ethan Patton back at X trying to move it, and he will recover. And Nick all alone at X, and he will come back the other way. And Nick Fish with a shot that goes just above the goal. Will be recovered by J.J. Johnson. Trying to get the ground ball. Will be picked up by Mundelein. And it will be again picked up by Patton. As North looks to reset, it'll be given over to Travolsi. We back over to Solano. Now back to Nick Fish at X. As here's Nick Fish all alone back at X. Here's J.J. Johnson with a shot and a very nice save there by Mundelein. And it'll be Mundelein will get the clear here. And it'll be, here's Mundelein and going back the other way on almost a fast break down the wing. As it'll be thrown over, across the field. As Patton looks to get it, it'll be Ethan. What a save by Hurlt! It'll still remain Mundelein ball. It'll be tipped by Taylor and Adam George all alone with three Mustangs on that ball. And Jake Korn will take it back the other way. It'll be thrown over to Nick Fish. Nick Fish on a 4-on-3 here. He's thrown over to and shot and a goal by Ethan Patton. His first on the day. An early 4-0 lead. An easy 4-1 lead here in the first quarter.
That was Ethan.
As Kyle Bossar looks to win another face-off.
Nice goal by number 13, Ethan Patton. Assist provided by number 3, Nick Fish.
As Bossar will try to kick it back. It'll be Matt Stout with a little push. It'll be Travis Standurski, the freshman. And it'll be a push against Mundelein. It'll be a correction there. It'll be push against North. And Tayo tried the interception, but just couldn't get it. And here comes Mundelein the other way.
Even if you hear that, Libertyville is behind you. They're looking to go sit somewhere, preferably the bleachers behind you.
As Mundelein will try to play it behind GLE. Be given over to Fordham. It'll be almost a pass by Fordham over his head. As George DeBates will be guarding him and trying to. It'll be a shot and a save by Hurlt. It'll be thrown over to Bossard, who has a one-on-one. And it'll be given over to Aladamoye, who will take it behind, try to take it behind GLE. Be thrown to Rodriguez. And now over to Solano. Now over to Brown. Brown's on a one-on-one. He's going to give it to Ethan Patton, who's going to be and it's a goal, shot and a goal. Went 5-hole there, and Ethan Patton's got his second on the day.
That was Mikey Brown to Patton.
Yes.
Brother to brother.
Yeah, I didn't know they were stepbrothers. I just found that out like not too long ago.
I knew their older brother Griffin.
Nice. Nice goal scored by number 13, Ethan Patton. Assist provided by number 19, Mikey Brown.
Bossar looks to continue his face-off streak. And it'll be picked up by Jay Korn, and it'll be end up turning the ball over. Here comes Mundelein the other way. Be thrown to Pablo. And it'll be a timeout called by Mundelein. In a late 5-1 lead by North, as Aladamoye has 2 goals. Patton also has a goal along with Brown. As Hurlt has some nice saves on the day. After this, we have will not have regional coverage of the next game at 7 o'clock between Libertyville and Carmel. As if North wins, they will play the winner of that game again here at Grays Lake North. Welcome you back from the timeout as Mundelein will have the ball. As Taylor looks to guard. And now it'll be guarded by Sheehan. And back over guarded by Patton. And now over to Adam George. And here comes Mundelein coming around the crease, trying to make a move. Be thrown over, and that shot will go wide. It'll remain Mundelein ball. And Mundelein now behind X will be taken over above GLE, guarded by, and ball will be down. And as George debates trying to, it'll again be guarded by Sheehan. Back over now. As 3 will try to come above. Will be thrown over to 14. Is Keent. He had the last goal from Mundelein. And be thrown back over to Keent. And now over to probably with a Kevin with a shot, and his shot will go wide or remain Mundelein ball. As Dogs will have it behind X, it'll be guarded by Adam George, who has a nice poke there. Adam George, a very, very strong defensive starter for North.
Just keep pushing.
As Dogs will try to score, and a nice save there by Hurlt, and a flag will be down. And the penalty will go against North for a push. As Jake Korn will serve the penalty. As Eli Dogs will have it in the corner. Be thrown over to Fordham. Back out to Dogs. Dogs going to try to shot. It'll be ricocheted off Sheehan. And it'll be picked up. It'll be thrown over back to Sheehan. As Sheehan is looking for Peyton Taylor. And it'll be thrown over the other way on the other side of the field. And Mundelein has an easy ground ball there. And it'll be taken back the other way. As Logan Kevin, it'll just shot, and the pass will go wide. Pass intended for Eli Dogs, and it'll be going back the other way, North ball. As Rodriguez comes out of the box, looking to come in, and there's Trabolsi going back up the field. As Trabolsi will give it over to Rodriguez, and here's Solano with a one-on-one here. Solano with a shot. That shot's going to go over the net. But it'll still remain North ball as Nick Fish will now have it behind X. As Fish will play one-on-one. Try to be given over to Michael Trabolsi after a pass from Owadamoye. Be Rodriguez with a spin move there, and recovered shot by Fish. And what a goal by Nick Fish. With 4 seconds left to go in the first quarter. A late goal there by Nick Fish, and that puts the Knights in the lead 5-1. Tony Rodriguez, also another key part to this offense, a very, very competitive player. As Kyle Bossart with a really nice face-off win there on a fast break the other way. A whistle was blown.
What happened? I think Fish called timeout.
And looks like Coach Fish for the Knights will call a timeout here.
Tell me to start it. Every other time he waits until the ball's picked up and he gives the arm signal, so then I know to start it.
And apparently it'll be the end of the first quarter as the Knights are up 5-1 here after one.
I think it doesn't like. I don't know. I feel like hold.
Hey Justin, need you to do me a favor? I'm interviewing Peyton. Wait, is he? Where'd he go?
Jacobs?
Yeah, Peyton Jacobs.
Why?
I'm using him for an interview.
Why?
Just use Justin.
Okay, that's
No, why?
Come on, Justin.
Why
fine.
don't
Zach, do you want to be interviewed?
Sure.
Okay.
What are the questions?
I need you to make up questions for Zach on
For what?
on our season, on notes.
On JV season or varsity?
Go JV season.
Are you putting that in like the video?
Might as well. Halftime interview.
Can I mess with those ones? Like,
The J, like on our JV season?
is there a way to
Why not
make
the
it
varsity
so like?
No, don't share that.
Is there a way to make it so it doesn't automatically zoom out or no? Oh, well, we're going anyway.
Here, just delete all that and just create questions on our season because our season ended last Saturday.
Not automatically zoom out.
Just don't worry about it. Just like go like halfway.
Like what kind of questions?
Yeah, you go halfway, right, and then what?
Just try the best you can.
Like, what kind of questions?
Just on our season, like how the season go or stuff like that. Like welcome you back to the second quarter as the Knights are up 6-1 over the Mundelein Mustangs in this IHSA Regionals matchup as an early win for Boshart. And he'll take it back the other way, passed over to Latamoye. As he'll go behind X with J.J. Johnson and Nick Fish, his other attackman. As Rodriguez and Solano will come in, along with Michael Trabolsi. As Latamoye will try to play one-on-one. He'll give it over to Nick Fish, and a beauty! A nice goal there by Latamoye and Fish. Fish with the goal. A nice passer by Latamoye. And the Knights continue to increase their lead.
Justin.
Nice goal by number 3, Nick Fish. Assist provided by number 10, Idle, Alamoye.
Brandon.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if he's gonna be able to do anything.
As Boshart will again take another face-off. As debates, and looks like Mundelein will try to win a face-off. Look to win a face-off here as Eli Dogs looks to take it, and Dogs will settle it. As Dogs looks to take behind X. And as Debates is guarding Dogs. As Dogs looks to play one-on-one with Debates. It'll be a slide there. And it'll be a nice save there by Hurlt. As Adam George looks to get in there and get a ground ball here. It'll be a push. And it'll go against. Looks like that push will go against Mundelein, and it'll be North ball going back the other way. As Trabolsi looks to take it up the wing. Here. Loosen this up. As Nick Fish goes for a BTB there. As it'll be It'll be Fordman. Be passed over to Oweynick. As Oweynick will take it back the other way in a 3-on-2. Oweynick would try to throw it over to Keent, and Keent it'll go out of bounds, and it will be, looks like it'll be north ball. As Taylor picks it up. And Taylor handed over to his goalie, Hurlt. As Hurlt will hand it over to Dominic Solano. And Solano looks to take it up the wing, and he'll pass to Moye. And here comes Moye. And there'll be an offsides called against North. And it'll be an accidental offside call against the Knights, and it'll still remain Knights ball. And Moye now will hand it over to Solano. As Rodriguez tries to bounce it back out, and here comes Solano now tries to settle in. As Solano will hand it over to Moye behind X, and it'll be big pass to Nick Fish. Here comes Moye over behind crease, and he'll try to shoot the ball and score. And it'll be a save there by Mundelein. Thanks. It's fine. It's fine. And it'll be a wink with. It'll be Oweynick, and it'll be intercepted by Taylor. It'll be thrown over to Trabolsi, who's on a fast break the other way on a 3-on-2. Trabolsi will hand it over to Moye. Moye with a fake shot and delivers in a block shot there by Mundelein. Will be an in the crease. It'll be the in the crease call by. It'll be in the crease call. It will be Nick Fish. Here comes around the other way. And Solano looked like they has a nice cut there. It'll be thrown over to Brown. Now back over to Rodriguez. Now over to Solano. Solano to play a little bit of one-on-one. It'll be thrown back over to Rodriguez, and the pass got deflected. It'll be picked up by Mundelein, and it'll be an offensive possession going back the other way. As it'll be try to be saved by Mikey Brown, and it will go out of bounds, and it will be Mundelein ball. Nick Fish looks to almost go over. As Kevin will try to push, he'll be thrown over with a shot and a goal by Keent, his second on the day. A nice shot there by Keent, as that will be his second goal of the day. As Boswell looks to win another face-off, and it will lose the face-off. And Blake Jake will bring it back the other way. Be thrown over to Cornier. And it'll be Kevin. It'll be thrown over to Jordan Willis, and shot will go wide. It'll be picked back up by Winkleman. And the ball will go out of bounds, and it'll be going back the other way, north ball. As Bossart will pick it up. We'll try to bring it back the other way. It'll be thrown over to Michael Trabolsi. As Trabolsi will take it across midfield. And it looks to settle. It'll be a BTB pass, and it'll go wide, intended for Nick Fish. As they will now be Mundelein thrown over to the goalie. As a lot of Moye looks to place in defense, a really hard defense there, and the pass will go over, and it'll be North ball going back the other way. As Adam George picks it up, one of the captains for North here, along with Zach Carter. It'll be a failed pass there, and no flag there as the pass will go out of bounds. As Nick Keent is going to take it the other way. And Keent looks to try to score, and he's going to be blocked by 3 Knights there. As Eli Doggs looks to take it out, and Eli Doggs, look at the moves by Eli Doggs. And it'll be intercepted and picked up by Travis Standurski. Travis Standurski, one of the new defenders here for North, as he will come out. As Nick Fish looks to take it up the other way. As Dominic Solano was wide open there. It'll be thrown over to Michael Trabolsi. Back over to Tyler Solano, who with BTB shot will go over. It'll still remain North ball with Moye taking it behind X. And a timeout will be called. We are halfway through the second quarter with a score 7-2 North lead.
That was actually like I had the right to take it behind the back thing.
Your phone's on an iPhone charger, is it?
That's Justin.
What?
You have an iPhone charger?
I got one. I got an iPhone charger. I just want to use your cube. My phone's at 10%.
Well, you can use the cube. I thought 99.
I'm using your cube. My phone's at 10. We gotta do this fast. Alright, let me do this.
We're coming back up.
Thank you.
Hey,
You want to do this for a second?
I don't even know how to work it.
Yeah, no.
here.
Oh, I don't know how to work it, so I can't do it.
Here, delete all this. Here, right that the camera keeps zooming out when we try to zoom in.
Camera.
Keep zooming out after we zoom in.
The camera, will it keep zooming out?
Keep zooming out, yeah.
Camera keeps zooming out by itself or something like
Yeah,
that?
by itself.
What else? Just that?
That's
or-
it. Here, plug this in. And we're back here in the second quarter as the Knights have the ball. It'll be 7-2 North lead as Nick Fish will take it behind X. It'll be thrown over to Patton, now over to Rodriguez, and a missed passer by Rodriguez. It'll be a fast break from Mundelein. Go back the other way. Look at the speed of Patton. As Taylor looks to guard. And Kiev, look at the nice shot there, and it's nice save there by Hurlt. As Fordham will take it behind the net, guarded by Patton, as Fordham will throw it over to Keevan, and it'll go out of bounds. It'll remain Mundelein ball. As Nick Keent will pick it up. As Eli Doggs will be the other way, trying to make a move there. Be thrown over to Fordham, who tries to do a fake shot there. And Taylor playing some nice hands there will be thrown over to Doggs. as Dogs is heavily guarded by Stout. As Dogs is to make a move and a shot blocked by Stout, rebounded by Kevin. And Kevin with a really nice rebound there, and that's going to put Mundelein at 7-3.
Monoline goal number 22, Logan Yevon.
So weird, Lex. Saw that on the roster. It looks really weird.
As Bosshart will take another face-off for North. As Bosshart looks to win another face-off, he'll be tripped up there, and it'll be going the other way. North ball with a trip call. As Bosshart will go back the other way with Trabolsi coming on and Rodriguez also coming on. They'll be thrown over to Fish, and the pass will be intercepted as Olenek looks to come back the other way. As Olenek with a shot gets deflected. Nice defensive play there by Bosshart. And Adam George will pick it up, and it'll be still caught by Bosshart. Be thrown over to Rodriguez. And now over to Michael Trabolsi with Nick Fish on a cut. J.J. Johnson with a shot to be deflected. And the pass will be up in the air, and it'll be behind Michael Trabolsi, picked up by Nick Fish. And the Knights look to reset here. As Nick Fish will now take it behind X. As Fish looks to come around here. Nice move there by Fish. Gets tripped up. And as Mundelein's defense will pick it up and come back the other way. Be thrown over to Olenek. And now it'll be thrown over to Kevin. As Kevin looks to go for a shot and a goal. And Hurlt had a really tough time seeing that shot as Kevin gets his second goal of the day for Mundelein. And Mundelein is only down 3 as the score is now 7-4. Only 3 minutes to go here in the first half.
It's Norwegian.
And Bosshart looks to win another face-off, and he will win another one. It's a fast break going the other way. It'll be thrown over to Moye as Trabolsi and Rodriguez will both come on. And it'll be thrown over to Nick Fish. And a nice goal there by Rodriguez. A laser there by Rodriguez, and a flag is down.
There's a North Knights goal. Unassisted goal by number 29, Tony Rodriguez.
And Rodriguez, a really nice laser there. And the penalty will go against Mundelein. As a reminder, there is a game after this that we will not be covering at 7 o'clock between Carmel and Libertyville. The winner of that game will play either Grays Lake North or Mundelein on Wednesday.
That's why he's not announcing the other game, right? Because he can't favor.
As Bosshart will try to win another faceoff, be put back between his legs. It was picked up by Michael Trabolsi. Another offensive possession here for the Knights. That Trabolsi will be throw it over to Nick Fish as Fish is thrown over to Rodriguez and now over to Moye. And back to Trabolsi behind X. And there's a fake pass there by Michael Trabolsi be thrown over to Solano. Now over to Rodriguez. Now over to Latamoye. Now back over to Rodriguez. Back over to Solano, and then go back the other way as Rodriguez looks to come. It'll be over to Michael Trabolsi, and almost just over the crossbar. And North will still have the ball here. As Tyler Watamoye comes behind next, it'll be thrown over to Michael Trabolsi, and a nice save there by Mundelein. And the ground ball will try to be picked up by Tyler Watamoye, and it will go out of bounds. It will go Mundelein ball. As Mundelein will take it back the other way. Here's Kevin. Kevin will be guarded by Matt Stout. And Kevin will throw it over to Dogs, and Dogs is going to try to reset here. As we reach the minute 20 mark, as North leads 8-4 in the first half. As Dogs looks to get another goal here from Mundelein. He'll pull it back out over in a missed pass there by Jordan Willis. And Winkleman's there to pick it up. Now it'll be thrown over to Fordham. It'll be over to Pablo trying to recover it. As Solano playing really good defense, and Olenek trying to throw it over to Nick Keent. As Keent's going to try to go, guarded by Taylor. As there's 33 seconds remaining in the half. As Eli Dogs is going to try to come around and score, and a nice save there by Hurlt. They'll be thrown over to Solano. He looks to take it back the other way. As Solano is going to give it to Tyler Watamoye, now over to Ethan Patton. Over to Tony Rodriguez, and the shot will just go wide. And the ball will go out of bounds. Last touch by Nick Fish, and it will go Mundelein ball. With 6 seconds remaining in the half, it'll be chucked down the way by Mundelein. Pass intended for Dogs, and it will go out of bounds. And that's going to end the first half, with the score being Grayslake North 8 and Mundelein 4.
Lucas is on the run.
We have a special halftime segment here, as a JV freshman team ended their season last Saturday in a tournament, which ended their season early. As they took third place in that tournament, here I have with me a face-off member of the JV team, Peyton Jacobs. As Peyton, what do you think we have improved on the most of last year?
Definitely ground balls have been the skill of all the players and everything have definitely improved a lot. I've seen a lot of people grow on the lacrosse aspect, and all as our organization's all about family. Forget about me, I love you is really strong in our group.
What do you think is most important thing to be a successful team in lacrosse?
Just working together in and outside the group. Just like that family, that bond. You know?
What was probably your favorite moment of the season?
Taking a face off and getting clocked was definitely the funniest thing in my good memory of my year.
What are some things that you've learned this season in lacrosse?
face-offs, really just getting better at those, and then the family aspect again, on how this organization can be a good family and people you can rely on.
What will you do to prepare for next season for varsity?
I'm training with some FOA members in the MLL to prepare for next year and just work on ball skills.
That was Peyton Jacobs of the JV lacrosse team. North leads 8-4 as second half coverage coming up here on Grays Lake North Sports Radio Network.
Was that a decent interview? With some good questions? I made those questions.
Literally, like, on Zoom.
Dude, I should get like the extra credit in my classroom.
What to do? What? Yeah, and like, if I move it, it'll zoom.
It zooms out.
Okay, of course. Okay, I'm seeing. It's like, I don't know what's going on.
You have one now. Pretty funny. When we did the last Get Out.
I can do that right now.
Dane, do you want to do this?
Yeah, I want to do this.
No, wait, the camera.
I'll do
it. Okay, go
I'll
ahead.
really do
it.
So you know how to do it? So, Zach, go downstairs.
No, why don't you tighten his ball joint then? So it's not that.
Well, that's the thing. So this loosens it. You can go this way to loosen, so it looks more durable.
No, I know. I'm gonna tighten it so it's not like so bad. I'm just not gonna zoom in.
Good people make good sports. Sport a winning attitude today. Welcome again to today's IHSA sectional quarterfinal between the visiting Monoline Mustangs and your Grays Lake North Knights. Interscholastic athletics are an extension of the educational process, and the field is the coach's classroom. Be smart, do what's right. Good sportsmanship is for everyone.
Where'd Zach go?
Just a reminder, restrooms are located at the north end of the stadium at the concession stand, which is also open for your convenience. Thank you to the Grays Lake North Booster Club for opening up today.
Should I just zoom in on the night?
Yeah, you can do that. So zoom is right here. Yeah, zoom's up there.
The winner of this matchup will advance to
Dude, what?
play Wednesday at the 5:30 game time against the winner of
Automatically
the
zooms.
matchup
Ow.
to be played after this game. The game after this game is
Carmel.
Libertyville versus Carmel Catholic.
Corsairs versus Wildcats.
Wildcats, I'm gonna win.
I'm gonna go chill. Alright, you do the roster.
Yeah, I can do that.
Sounds like the best.
Just like, give me my hat, please. Give me my hat. Thank you.
Dude, this is a weird ass camera, bro. The zoom is so bad. That's not my face-off stick. Don't touch it though.
Such a wide head in my life.
I just got the white chef today. Be careful, please.
You guys gotta be
No,
quiet.
the head.
You guys gotta be quiet because they can hear everything. You know what I'm saying?
So wide. And it's like a huge pocket.
I know it's weird.
We welcome you back to the second half of play between the Knights and Mundelein as Boz Harville winning another face-off. And then it'll be picked up by Rodriguez, who comes back the other way. And be thrown back to a lot of Moye, now back over to Fish. As Rodriguez will now get it back back to Solano. No, back over to Michael Trabolsi. Back to Solano. Now over to Rodriguez. As Rodriguez looks to play some one-on-one, it'll be thrown over to Fish. As Fish looks to do some work behind X. Be thrown back out to Solano, now over to Michael Trabolsi. Be thrown over to Rodriguez, back to Trabolsi, now back to Solano. The exchange comes, and there goes Solano behind GLE. It'll be thrown back to Moye. Now over to Trabolsi. Now back to Rodriguez. As Trabolsi will bounce back out, we get the pass, and Trabolsi's going to go back the other way. Tried for a shot. It'll be thrown back over to Fish. As Fish looks to do some damage behind X, it'll be thrown back to Solano, now over to Rodriguez. As Rodriguez looks to play some one-on-one, it'll be thrown back to Moye. It'll be thrown back to Michael Trabolsi with a fake shot. It'll be nice defense there by Mundelein. It'll be again picked up by Patton. It'll be thrown back out to Fish, now over to Rodriguez, now over to Solano, who has a fake shot. Tries to drive in, and it will shoot the ball, go over the net, and it will go out of bounds as Tayo looks to chase it, and it will remain north ball. As Tayo looks to drive, pass will be intercepted by Dogs, and Dogs will take it back the other way. As 3 North guys tried to rip it away. What a nice play there by Dogs. As looks like Trabolsi will be guarded as Dogs. Pass intended for Dogs as Taylor will be on it. And Solano looks to try to push him out of bounds. As the flag will go down, and the ball will be picked up by North, and a whistle was blown. As the penalty will go against Solano. Check that. The penalty will go against Michael Trabolsi. As it'll be Mundelein ball. As Willis will be thrown over to Winkleman. Be thrown over back to Dogs and now over to Kievan. Be thrown over to Dogs. Now back over to Joan over to Fordham. And Kievan was driving the net. Be thrown back to Kievan. Thrown over to Dogs. Dogs with a shot, and the shot will go wide. And it will still be recovered by Mundelein. It'll be as Fordham now behind X. It'll be thrown fake pass to Dogs. And Dogs will now get the ball. As Fordham will get it again. As Kevin. And here's Dogs with a shot. A nice shot there by Dogs. As Mundelein now comes within 4. As Dogs with a really nice laser there. As Eli Dogs, his first goal of the game. And the lead is down to 3. As Mundelein is now down only 8-5. As Baza looks to win another face-off, it'll be tripped up there. It'll be picked up by Mundelein. tried the spin move there, and here comes Bosshart the other way. And then it'll be a timeout called by North. We're just reached the halfway point of the third quarter as North leads by 3, 8-5. Like I said in the pregame, North has been a little bit in a slump lately, as they've only won 1 of their last 5, with some tough 4-game losses against Glenbrook North, New Trier, Lake Zurich, and St. Viator. Well, New Trier is one of the best teams in the state right now. And St. Viator as well up there too. But this could be the game where North finally turns things around and gets things back on track. As North went 10-1 to start the season. And now we are back with the after the timeout as Fish now is going to throw it over to Solano. And Patton would now throw it back to Lanamoye. North trying to really move the ball here as Fish looks to a screen there by Lanamoye. Be thrown back over to Brown. As Solano looks to try to cut, it'll be thrown back out to Rodriguez. As Lanamoye looks to play some one-on-one, it'll be shot. His pass will be deflected, and it'll be given to Mundelein goalie. Be thrown over to Cornier. And it'll be thrown back to Eli Dogs. As Solano tries to stay with him. We thrown over to Foreman. Foreman looks to try to go to the net here. Be thrown over to Pablo, who tries to go for a shot, and a really nice defense there by Taylor. As Taylor looks to play a one-on-one, ball will be scooped up by Fordham. As Taylor looks to get hit there by that screen, it'll be thrown over the Dogs. As Solano looks to play defense on Dogs, as now will be double teamed. To be thrown over to Pablo, missed pass will go, and it'll be North ball going back the other way. As Rodriguez looks to pick it up. As now Solano. And Solano will now give it back to Fish. And now Patton over to Rodriguez. And Trabolsi now with it, and Trabolsi trying to make a move. One-handed slash there, and a nice shot there by Trabolsi, and a good save there by Mundelein. That pass will be intercepted by Fish, and it'll be picked up by Pulling Jake. As Cornier looks to go, passed over to Pablo. Now back out to Kieran. As now the ball will be forward over to Fordham. As Fordham will be guarded by Boshart. And Fordham goes for a shot. A nice save there by Hurlt. His first save of the half. And it'll be a loose ball push there, and a flag will go down. And it looks like the flag will go against Michael Trabolsi here. And it'll be thrown over to Kevin now as Mundelein after that penalty will get possession going back the other way as it'll be thrown over to Fordham. As Mundelein looks to try to tie this game up with under 5 minutes left to play in the third. It'll be thrown over to Jordan Willis as Willis tries to cut. It'll be thrown now over to Winkleman. Back to Fordham, now over to Dogs. And Dogs try to go an underhand shot. This will be saved by Hurlt. As looks like Dogs tries to get the rebound here. And the ball will go out of bounds. And it will remain Mundelein ball. As Dogs has to take it now. As it'll now be getting over to Nick Keent. Now over to Willis. As Willis looks to cut now. And it looks like the ball will grab loose. It's still loose, and now the ball will go out of bounds, and it'll go back the other way, north ball. As Rodriguez will throw it over to Mikey Brown, and Brown's going to take it across midfield. As he will settle it, and it'll be thrown over to Nick Fish. As now Fish will throw it over to Rodriguez and back to Mikey Brown. And now over to Solano. Now back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez looking for that one-on-one action. Now back to Mikey Brown. As Brown gets a little push in the back as Mikey shoots the ball. And a nice save there by Mundelein. As it will now be cleared out to Olenek. And then it'll be, high pass there. Intended. It'll be a nice flick back pass there. And it'll be cost them as Nick Fish will take it back the other way with 3:15 remaining in the quarter. As Nick Fish looks to play one-on-one. We'll get a spin. We throw it back out to Michael Trabolsi who tries to go and shoot the ball, but end up getting deflected. 3 Knights there on that ground ball as it'll be thrown over to Fordham. Then it'll be thrown back to Olenek. And now it'll be thrown over to Pablo. As Taylor looks to play some nice hands defense there. And now Sheehan and Winkleman guarded by Sheehan. As Lemke and looks like Winkleman's going to overthrow the ball and it'll be picked up by North. It'll be going back the other way as Matt Stow will get over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez will throw it over to Ethan Patton. Now back out to Wadamoye. And in comes Michael Trabolsi who is going to get some one-on-one action here against Kim. As Michael Trabolsi rips one, and that's going to go off the post. A nice shot there by Michael Trabolsi. As Tayo's brother, a very talented lacrosse player, at Syracuse. As Nick Fish will get the ball up top. There'll be a nice exchange there, and Nick Fish will take the ball. Now pass back out to Wadamoya, and now over to Rodriguez. As Rodriguez looks to make a move. Rodriguez has some room, and a nice save there by Mundelein. 1:30 remaining here in the third quarter as North is up 8-5. As Tony Rodriguez picks up the ball on a failed pass. Be thrown over to J.J. Johnson, who's on a wide open shot that goes wide. As Michael Trabolsi behind X. Looks to make a move and looks to pass to J.J. Johnson. Be picked up by Cornier. As Cornier looks to take it across midfield. And we got a 4-on-3 here. Be thrown over to Winkleman as Winkleman tries to get it out. As Winkleman will now be double teamed and a whistle is blown. And it will be a timeout called by Mundelein. With 52 seconds remaining here in the third quarter, North leads 8-5 at the end of the third. Welcome you back from the timeout as looks like Mundelein will get the ball to start. Looks like they will get the ball to start to end the third quarter as Dogs will try to take it behind X. And Sheehan playing some nice defense. Will be thrown over to Willis. As well as it's a nice spin move there. As Willis with a nice shot and reflected off Hurlt. A nice save there by Cam Hurlt. Picked up by Kevin. As Kevin tries to make a move, it'll be picked up as North tries to pick it up now. As Nick Fish will get the ball to end the third quarter, and North will get the ball to start the fourth quarter. The score is North 8, Mundelein 5 as we start the fourth quarter here in a moment. Welcome you back to the fourth quarter as Kyle Boshart with another face-off win as he'll take it back the other way and a failed pass there to Nick Fish as it'll go Mundelein ball going back the other way. As Fordham will pick it up. He'll be thrown over to Heelan. As Heelan will now throw it over to Olenek as Olenek's going to take it across midfield. As Olenek will lose the ball and has to try and recover as Matthew Stout goes for it to scramble for the ball and a whistle. And it'll be a loose ball push and it will still be Mundelein ball. As Eli Dogs now over to Kevin. As Kevin now going to be guarded. Kevin going to be guarded by George Debates. As he will lose the ball, will be picked up by Keent. Be thrown back out to Fordham. As Fordham now looks to play some one-on-one. As Fordham now playing one-on-one against Boshart. As Fordham goes for a shot, it'll be deflected off. Debates and back saved there by Hurlt, as it'll be thrown over to Matt Stout. As Tayo Wadamoye comes in for a minute, he'll be thrown over to Adam George. And now over to Nick Fish, who's playing midfield. And then I'll be thrown over to Tony Rodriguez and back to Tayo Wadamoye. He'll be throwing it back over to Solana. Now back to Tayo. As Moye looks to go for a run. As Tayo gives it over to Nick Fish. Be thrown over to Solano, who tries to go for a shot and loses the ball before he can shoot it. Now back over to Tayo. Now back to Nick Fish behind X. As Nick Fish trying to work his way behind X, it'll be thrown over to Patton. Now back out to Rodriguez. Now back over to Solano. Now back to Tayo. And now back to Moye with a nice move, and the shot will go off the post. A nice shot there by Moye. And the pass will go over to Rodriguez. As North looks to reset here. Back over to Solano. As a nice shot there by Nick Fish. As Rodriguez will now get the ball. As Rodriguez looks to play one-on-one, it'll be thrown over to Ethan Patton. Now back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez with a shot, and it'll be deflected off the helmet of off a Mundelein player. As Moye tries to pick it up. And it'll be now Solano trying to charge to the net. As Rodriguez now. And it looks like Nick Fish trying to work his way around, and he'll be pushed around by Mundelein. And it'll be a flag there, and a nice shot there by Nick Fish. And he'll be pushed again, and there'll be another flag, 2 flags on the field. Looks like it'll be a penalty against J.J. Johnson, as well as Mundelein also with Mundelein Cordy Corner. And after that penalty, Nick Fish will get the ball. As the Knights will now have another offensive possession. It'll be thrown over back to Rodriguez, now to Travolsi, now back to Solano. Now we're back to Travolsi. Travolsi trying to go for a shot. Now back over to Solano. Now back to Travolsi. Or to Rodriguez. Now back to Rodriguez. Now back to Travolsi. Now over to Solano. Now over to Moye. Back to Solano. Over to Rodriguez. And the exchange comes as Moye with a rip and a score. That's Tayo's 3rd on the day. And he has a hat trick. As North's first goal. As that's North's first goal since the 4-0 run by Mundelein. As it was a nice job there by Tayo to rip the ball in the net. As North goes up 9-5 against Mundelein. As North tries to win another face-off, and Kevin will try to pick up the ground ball. Then it'll be corner. It'll be thrown over. It'll be thrown over to Keene. It's now guarded by a bunch of defenders on a fast break. It'll be thrown over to Pablo. Now over to Dogs, and Dogs try to go for a shot. And Dogs for the shot and a goal. A nice goal there by Dogs, and Dogs is his 2nd on the day. A quick response there by Mundelein. Eli Dogs with 2 goals for Mundelein here. As Boshart looks to win another faceoff for North, and he will. As Boshart will now be guarded by Mundelein. And it looks like corner will get it. Nice spin move there by Mundelein, and Kevin trying to pick it up. And Kevin with a nice spin move there. And corner. Now the ball passed over to Dogs. And Dogs are going to take his time with possession here. As Pablo looks for a screen, as Dogs are going to go back the other way. And Dogs with a nice backhand, with a nice shovel shot there, and a nice save there by Hurlt. As Hurlt will throw it over to Sheehan. And Taylor now with it. We thrown over to Michael Trabolsi, who's on a fast break the other way. Be thrown over to Mikey Brown. As Mikey Brown's going to try to take it, be thrown over to Alana Moye. He'll be thrown up top to Solano. Now back over to Michael Trabolsi. And back over to Solano. North's going to try to take their time with their offense here. As the clock to this game keeps winding down. As Tony Rodriguez back over to Solano with a nice rip and a nice save there by Mundelein. It'll be thrown over to Olenek, who's on. Olenek, nice defense there by Ethan Patton, and Olenek loses the ball but regains possession. As Kevin now looks to get a touch, and he will. And a flag will be thrown on the field. And it will be passed over to Eli Dogs. As we reach the 5-minute mark of this game, North leads 9-6. A nice goal there by Tyler Wanamoye, and a one-handed shot by Dogs that goes wide, and it will remain Mundelein ball. As Dogs looks to seem to be a little hurt here. He's a little bent over in pain a little bit. And the conclusion of this game will then be the game between Libertyville and Carmel Catholic, the winner to face the winner of this game between Mundelein and Grays Lake North. As looks like Willis went for a shot there. Looks like he went rainbowed wide. As Tyler Winkleman will pick it up. They'll be thrown over to Fordham. As Fordham goes for a rip, a nice save there by Hurlt. The ball will go out of bounds and it'll be picked up by Mundelein. As the penalty by North is released. And Kevin now going to make a move against Kevin with a nice shot and a goal. And Kevin puts the Mustangs within 2. .410 remaining in the quarter, and North is up by 2, 9-7. And it is the fourth quarter. Following this game will be Libertyville Wildcats taking on the Carmel Catholic Corsairs. The winner to face the winner of this game on Wednesday night at 7. And it'll be a whistle blown, and it will go Mundelein ball. as Eli Dogs was to take it. And what a shot there by Willis. And the Mustangs are now within 1. 9-8 North lead. As the Mustangs seem to be gaining a little bit of momentum here. Jordan Willis, his first goal on the day. A 9-second response there by Mundelein, as they are within 1 to tying this game. As Bozar with another face-off win, will be taken into offensive possession, and a flag will go against Mundelein. As Nick Fish is going to try to settle it. And looks like Nick Fish will be tripped up there by Kevin. As Nick Fish looks to hand it over to J.J. Johnson. It was a wide open pass and dropped. And it'll be a flag going against Mundelein, as Kevin will serve the penalty. As the penalty will serve, and looks like it'll be thrown over to Wadamoye. Now back to Trabolsi. Now it'll be thrown over to Fish. As Fish going to throw over Trabolsi. A nice pass there and a shot and a goal by Trabolsi. A nice play there by Fish. Nice fakes there by Trabolsi. And the Knights go up by 2.
Nice goal by number 2, Michael Travolsi. Assist provided by number 3, Nick Fish.
And Boswell looks to win another face-off here for the Knights. As Nick looks to try to one-hand stick check it. And it will be played. As Coroner will be thrown over to Kevin. No, back to Kevin. Now over to Eli Dogs. Eli Dogs looks to make a move here. And Eli Dogs looks to go to the net. A lefty shot, and that shot will go wide. As it'll be thrown off Fordham, now over to Jordan Willis. As Willis looks to take a shot here. We throw back behind X for Dogs. We throw back out. We throw back out for Nick Keent, who has a hat trick today. And that's going to put the Mustangs back within 1. As the Mustangs go back within 1 with just a second under 2 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. The Knights lead by 1, 10-9. As Kyle Bossar with another face-off win and a fast break going back the other way. And the ball will be tipped and picked up by Mundelein. We thrown over to Kevin. as Rodriguez is going to play some nice defense as the Mustangs will get into the zone. As Tayo Alamoye looks to try to make a nice play, as Eli Dogs looks to try to take it up top and try to tie this game up. Rodriguez playing defense on Dogs. And looks like Eli's going to try to take it behind Dex. A nice spin move there. Thrown over to Jordan Willis, and a nice shot! And this game is tied. Jordan Willis has tied it at 10 with just a minute 13 to go in the fourth quarter. This game is tied for the first time since this game first started. Mundelein was down 8-1 and came back to tie it late in the fourth. As Bozar looks to get a face-off win here. As Bozar gets another face-off win, and a nice defensive play there by Mundelein. And it'll be picked up by Michael Trabolsi. And a timeout will be called by North. What a game we are having today. A minute left, and the Knights and the Mustangs are tied at 10. We're back here with the last minute of coverage here in Grays Lake North. Welcome you back here to Grays Lake North High School. In this game, what a game we are having here today. The Grays Lake North Knights and the Mundelein Mustangs are tied at 10 after an improbable run by Mundelein, as North will get the ball and try to regain the lead with just under a minute left in the fourth quarter. As Alamoye gets tripped up, and he will still have possession as Nick Fish. Back over to Tony Rodriguez, and Rodriguez is going to be thrown over to Michael Trabolsi. That's Trabolsi going to try to move it. And we stepped in the crease as Trabolsi steps in the crease, and it will go Mundelein ball. As Mundelein's going to take the other way, it'll be thrown over to Kevin. As Kevin's going to throw it over a wide open shot and a goal! Mundelein has the lead. Mundelein has its first lead of the game. Kevin. But there is a flag down. The flag will be waved off, as it is a goal by Kevin. Unbelievable. With just under 30 seconds, the Mundelein Mustangs have pulled off a great comeback. Pulled off a great comeback here in Grays Lake North, as they are now up by 1 with 27 seconds remaining in the game. There'll be another face-off win by North, and here comes Mikey Brown back the other way. An exhilarating game here for North as Mikey Brown looks to move it. 15 seconds remaining as Mikey Brown looks to pull. And a nice save there by Mundelein. And Mundelein has done it. Mundelein pulls off the impossible. Mundelein pulls off the comeback and beats Grayslake North 11-10 final. After losing at home 14-3, Mundelein comes all the way back. Losing 14-3 in April, coming all the way back against North, down by 7, 8-1, and winning against Grayslake North. Winning against Grayslake North 11-10. What a game by Mundelein and North. This has been I am just speechless right now. This has been GNHS Sports Radio Network signing off. Good night, everyone.